Shubor nakaslem jong udongsan Hima.
MDC ka UDP uba Lyngdoh hakasngi palai uloong bakinang thap vote Meghalaya khamtam harilum khasi jantia ki ju Jied ki kertang patam than ki Seng san perthai habai de bagi jumpat hakas Congress hadien bagi khat almut ki MLA klami belit nyesa bat ka All India Trinamool Congress ba pol uloong bakani kat katajur ya kas Congress khamtam harilum garo uloong bagani kadai nakada baka Congress kasa sastang sangot ki MLA ki badai na rilum khasi jantia kadba ki MDC Congress na rilum garo kilarai benit penyeso chaka AITC.
Well, first, you see one thing that is remarkable about the entry of the AITC here in Meghalaya is that it is seen as a vertical split within the Congress. In the state where it first became very strong, the AITC was seen as an alternative to the BJP. But in the case of Meghalaya, the perception and in fact the reality is that because of the split in the Congress, reducing it to a mere shadow of its presence all of these years, so the AITC is now seen as an emerging challenger in the power politics of Meghalaya before 2023. You see, I have always maintained that in Meghalaya our politics is individual driven. It is personality based. Therefore, political parties do not have much of a space, and the electorate elects individuals rather than political parties. At least in the Khasi Jantia sector, that is the case. So the AITC will have more bearing when it comes to Garo Hills, because its chief architect, Dr. Mukul Sangma, has been instrumental in the victory records of the Congress party in the past 2 decades or so. So to that extent, the AITC will have more importance, more bearing on the political scenario in the case of Garo Hills. But in the case of Khasi and Jantia sector, I reiterate that our politics here has always been individual driven and based around personalities and candidates and not on political parties. It's difficult to first be on your feet and even more difficult to make imprints. So to that extent, forming and sustaining a political party is not a walk in the park. It is a difficult task, to be certain. My immediate reading is that the AITC Congress split will play a very significant role in the Garo Hills sector, and especially with the Congress being reduced to just 5 MLAs in the Khasi Jantia sector, and also the emerging news that even MDCs are all deserting the Congress. So the Congress will be wiped out, at least in the Garo Hills sector. In the Khasi Jantia sector, again, I maintain that we need to do more analysis. But the fact of the matter is that in this part of the state, elections have always been centered around individuals.